probably due to the new mechanism. I don't know, maybe a bigger battery. I haven't read up on that yet, but I just noticed that it is a bit bigger. Okay, now let's take a look at the little clamp that it comes with. They did upgrade the Osmo Mobile 6 a little bit with a bigger clamp, I would say. So if you look at this, the sizing right here on my left, this is Osmo Mobile 5. This one is Osmo Mobile 6. As you can see, it is a bit thicker. I mean, we are getting down to the weeds here, guys, where it is slight differences now. But the one thing that you'll probably notice also is that this arm piece right here, this is actually slimmer than Osmo Mobile 5. See that? Osmo Mobile 5, Osmo Mobile 6. They made it thicker here, but then they've made it slimmer over here. You can actually use the Osmo Mobile 5 on Osmo Mobile 6 just fine. And so here, let me just show you real quick. So I have an iPhone 14 Pro Max, the heaviest iPhone out there, and at the same time, I have a MagSafe case on there that is pretty thick. So this is probably the biggest phone that you can put on here. And so this is the Osmo Mobile 5 clamp. I'm going to drop it onto the 6. Let's see what it does. There you have it. Yeah. The mechanism on the Mobile 6 detected just like you would have the Mobile 6 clamp. So yeah, there it is. All of these work just fine. No problem at all. And vice versa, you can use Osmo Mobile 6 clamp on the 5. The magnets is strong on these things. So after testing the 2 gimbal on my iPhone 14 Pro Max, I noticed that the motor is just the same. I mean, DJI probably upgraded. I didn't read about it, but I just know that from a user experience standpoint, putting my big old phone on top of it, the motor feels the same. It was able to handle anything that I throw at it, so I think it's not a deal breaker right there. So in terms of the selfie sticks, they're the same height. If you look at this right here, the DJI Osmo Mobile 6 is a little bit higher, but that's because what I mentioned earlier, this handle is actually higher than this handle. So that's the reason why you see the slight difference in the height right there. So what I want to do is I want to show you something that has been bugging me, and they still have not fixed it since, I don't know, ever. So even in the Osmo 6, that problem still persists. And so right now I have it this way, right? So how much I can go, how much I can tilt my gimbal, they haven't really fixed that. So that's still there, guys. If that's one thing that you guys are bothered by, they still haven't fixed it. So my arm, as soon as I move down any more than this, you see my camera is tilting down. And so the max that you can go is about this right here. Any more than that, you're gonna tilt the camera. And so let's say if you're doing a running shot and you're just trying to like really extend it out like this, well, see, now your camera's going down. You see that? So yeah, they haven't fixed that yet, which I'm a little disappointed. I wish that there's more movement to this whole joint right here, but that's too bad. And now the last thing that I would say would be a worthy upgrade to a Osmo Mobile 6 is this upgrade right here. So on the Osmo Mobile 5, it is kind of complicated to change mode, to understand what mode you're in and things like that. And so let me just drop my phone on here and let me show you that one real quick. And so with the Osmo Mobile 5, the way that you change mode and things like that is based on this button right here, the mode button. When I press it 4 times, so watch this, 1, 2, 3, 4. Watch the little LED right there. You see it blinked blue a few times and then it turns back into green. So right now it's in a mode where it's in an FPV mode. What FPV mode basically means is that if I were to tilt my handle like this, you see how the phone tilt with it. So it acts like it's an FPV drone where, you know, when you're running, you can like glide through things. So that's the only way that you know that it's on FPV. But see, right now, I can't really tell if I'm on FPV or not because the indicator is just green. It is really useful to do some really creative stuff, but I feel like the Osmo Mobile 5, it's I really don't know what mode it's on all the time. And I'm used to gimbals that I literally can look at the gimbal and say, okay, I'm on that mode, now I want to switch to different mode and stuff like that. That's one thing that's, to me, missing from Osmo Mobile in general. On Osmo Mobile 6, they kind of fixed that. So with Osmo Mobile 6, it is important with these LED right here. So you see that mode right there, it's telling me that I'm in the follow mode. So again, when I tilt this, my camera still stays horizontal, that kind of stuff, right? Now, when I press this mode button once, it gives me an indicator saying which mode I'm on. And so right now, I can move left and right on my gimbal, but up and down, it's locked. That's something that you have to use the DJI app on the Osmo Mobile 5 in order to get into it. That's the thing that I found difficult, that you have to use the DJI app in order to use that. Here, everything works on the gimbal itself. I don't have to use the DJI app. I can use my default camera app or any other app. So right there, that's the most important piece of DJI Osmo Mobile 6 right there. Instead of, you know, showing you what all those modes are, I just want to let you know that you can actually change your mode on the gimbal itself now instead of using the actual DJI app, which Osmo Mobile 5 really doesn't let you do that. To me, that is a huge, big, major upgrade right there. It's not about the little knob or anything like that. If you use the bigger gimbal for bigger cameras, you will appreciate the Osmo Mobile 6. But if you're just a general user that just wants your footage stabilized, Osmo Mobile 5, I don't think you need to spend the extra money at all because you can get all the shots that you can with Osmo Mobile 6. Save yourself some money, get yourself Osmo Mobile 5. But if you are a serious gimbal user and you think you're going to use this a lot more on shoots and stuff like that, get yourself Osmo Mobile 6. That mode button right there where you can switch different mode, that's the most useful right there. I think every gimbal should have it. Not sure why they didn't include it in the older Osmo Mobile, but you know, it's DJI. And so right there, guys, that's the difference between the Osmo Mobile 5 and Osmo Mobile 6. Besides the color and the aesthetic, those are the slight differences that it's really hard to understand if you're just getting into this whole gimbal game. I hope that helps you determines which one you need. I would say in conclusion, if you are a serious gimbal user, you think you're going to use this thing quite a bit, get yourself Osmo Mobile 6 because that mode changing button right there alone, that's well worth the money in my opinion because I am a gimbal user and I totally need that. For Osmo Mobile 5, it's made for like the general public where you just want your footage stabilized when you're running with your kids, that your phone gets smooth shots. But yeah, that's it for me right there. That's kind of my conclusion on this. I hope that helps you and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.